Peeps, what's the deal? Today's video is about sleep and lifting. The subject that I have for today is about sleep and how it relates to lifting. Alright, Herb. The inspiration I got for the video came from a Facebook post by the guys at Hench Barbell. They're a gym up in Belfast, one of the best gyms in the country, and always posting great content. But the post was a little picture with some text in it. It was basically an excerpt from a Dmitry Klokov interview he did, and basically what he was saying was that no matter how many variables you have in your training, sleep is probably one of the most important. You could have the most well-designed training program, the most insanely complicated supplement stack, all the chemical assistance you need, but if you don't have sleep, you don't have recovery. And if you don't have recovery, you don't have any gains. But I digress. What is sleep? Sleep is a state of altered consciousness. Basically, when your consciousness is shut off to outside stimuli. And contrary to popular belief amongst bros, sleep puts your body in a heightened anabolic state, both in your muscular system and your skeletal system. And I know that breaks the bullshit myth of when we were younger, used to read on bodybuilding.com of dudes waking up in the middle of the night to have a protein shake or have their next meal. It's completely irrelevant. So sleep is that important. You break your sleep, you're basically breaking your ability to recover. Now that we've concluded that sleep is extremely important to you and your lifting, here's a few tips on how to improve your sleep. 1. Black out the room. You see those things over there? They're curtains. Every room has them. Close them. Seeing people sleeping with the light on or sleeping with their curtains open, it's madness. Madness. Your body will react to first light. So the sun comes up around this time of year at like 6:30, 7 in the morning. Now, I don't care what time you go to sleep at. You're probably going to be woken up by a glaring light in your bedroom. So that's an obvious one. Close the goddamn curtains, black out the room. Number 2, might seem a bit obvious. Train. That's right, go into the gym. Get tired in the gym. If you're tired, you want to sleep. If you want to sleep, you're probably gonna go to sleep. Bit obvious. So as we all do, I wouldn't expect non-lifters to be watching this video, so obviously lift. And adding in a bit of cardio after a training session can also increase the amount of fatigue. I think you can keep that under control, not over fatigue yourself, but certainly fatiguing yourself to the point where it aids sleep is a good thing. Number 3, nutrition and supplementation go hand in hand when it comes to this. So as you can see, if you look at previous videos of mine, I let people know that I take ZMA tablets, which is zinc, magnesium and vitamin B6 and whatever else, but that's the important blend. Basically, I take 3 of those. I can't remember the exact dosage, but the recommended daily allowance of it, or the recommended dosage, I take it 30 minutes before sleep, and I've been finding I've been getting into incredibly deep sleeps the past couple of weeks, feeling great, recovering quite well, and putting on good size. On the nutrition aspect of things, I think it's a bit obvious, you know, you eat things that make you feel like crap or that give you like sugar rushes, that's obviously gonna not help sleep. So like, it's a debate whether you should eat before you go to bed, right before you go to bed, or you should go to bed on an empty stomach. I believe you should find a middle ground. So eat something light, you know, don't eat a big bowl of bloody pasta and a steak like 15 minutes before you go to bed, but a protein shake and a small handful of oats, it's not going to kill you, and it'll probably aid your sleep as well. Carbohydrates increase serotonin output. Serotonin will help you sleep. Speaking of serotonin, people love coffee. I love coffee. I drink coffee all day. I'm addicted to caffeine. Like, caffeine is the thing. If I'm not drinking coffee, I'm drinking a Monster. But it's about timing these things. Take stuff like that around gym. Yeah, use caffeine to fuel incredible gym sessions. That's all I'll say. It's not gonna aid your sleep. So if you're drinking a pot of coffee after 6 o'clock in the afternoon, or you're drinking a Monster, you go to the gym late, you're pumping a Monster, bad call. It's one or the other, you know. You have caffeine around bedtime and basically you're going to be tossing and turning all night. So time your caffeine. And lastly on the list, also another obvious one. All these things are obvious, but this is the most obvious for me. Go to bed early. I think I read East Coast Barbell used to be owned by an old coach of mine called Sammy Dowling, and I can't remember whether it was him or one of the lads posted on a Facebook post, but they put up that every minute you stay up after midnight is time that you're losing recovery, basically. So use that as a guideline. Don't stay up after midnight if you don't have to. You know what I mean? Obviously, life happens, and every once in a while you're going to stay up late. But as a rule of thumb, in general, try and get to bed around 11 o'clock, 10:30 if possible. You know, you'll find huge amount. Like I find I wake up the same time every day. You know, I'm always waking up around 8 a.m. no matter what happens. Unless I'm extremely fatigued, I might sleep in till 10 o'clock. If I really try and stay in bed, I'll stay later. But I usually wake up at the same time. So like, it doesn't matter if I go to bed at 10:30 or 11 or I go to bed at 1 o'clock. I'm still waking up at that time. But if I go to bed at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be absolutely wrecked by the time I get up at that early stage. Or if I went to bed at 10:30 or 11, I'm waking up invigorated and want to attack the day. Time your sleep. So folks, that's all the main points covered on how to get better sleep and why it's important for your lifting. So really work on that. Work on those things, incorporate them into your life. Sleep is important, and trust me, once you start sleeping properly, you start making gains. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe to the video and the channel, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.